Hello everyone, my name is Hunter and today I want to just go through the workflow that we use here at Midwest SubSonics when we go about recording our videos and posting them and finishing and publishing them. So what we use for the most part, I use OBS to record my gameplay, whereas Kodiak uses Shadowplay, but I think that both do a fine job and it's really personal preference which one you want to use. For me, I don't know a lot about Shadowplay, but I can tell you a little bit about OBS if you're just starting up. So, out of all the settings, I think encoding is probably the most important. So, general is pretty much nothing. Encoding, you have these two different circles. You have X264 and the video one. This one runs off of your GPU, which I have a strong GPU for the most part, whereas my CPU is a little bit more lacking. So if you have a great CPU, you could use X264. If you only have the X264 encoder, you're probably going to have to use that one. I'm lucky enough to use this one, and I get really great frames, and for the most part, pretty good quality. I use constant bitrate. It's really personal preference what you want to use. It's less about hardware. I mean, if you have worse hardware, it'd be nice if your bitrate could fluctuate a little bit, just so that it's not just getting really caught up in trying to keep a constant bitrate and really bogging down your gameplay. So my max bitrate I run is 12,000 bitrate, and sometimes I go up to around 15 depending on how my computer is running. And if I'm recording something for a montage, like let's say a camera angle or a transition, I usually bump this up to around 20,000 or a little bit more, just to get those really crisp, defined details that you don't really get at some of these lower bit rates. But I would play around with this. I'd say if you have a lower end computer, you could get away with 5,000 or less. If you have a better computer, you can maybe bump it up a little bit. For audio, 124 bit rate should be fine for you. It will get the job done. If you have a better mic and you want to get a higher bit rate, you can do that as well. If you have maybe not the CPU to get this for you, you can bump that down a little bit. But I'd say 128 is a pretty good number. The rest of this is pretty standard. Yes. So, yep, that's about it. Video, I use 60 FPS. Disable arrow. I got my graphics card selected. Audio is pretty much nothing. Yeah, and that's about everything in OBS. But for audio coding, I use a program named DX Story. And what this does is, when we hit record on our OBS, we actually record our mic through DX Story. You can set it up if you look up a tutorial. I can't exactly remember how we did it. It was a while ago when we did it. But what it does is it records our individual audio track. It records the game volume in case that gets corrupted or something of that sort. And it also records our Discord volumes and audios. So say my audio is quiet compared to the people in the Discord. I can go in post and bump up my decibels in Premiere and make it so that my audio is the same decibels as everyone else. Say that the game audio is too loud, but I don't want to turn my volume down on my audio, so I can just turn down the individual game sound, and then I don't have to adjust my audio as much for me talking. So this is a great program if you're just starting out and really want to get into a nice workflow of making quality videos, not products, quality videos. I'd say DX Story is a great program to set you on that path. After we get done with the recording, we usually send it into Adobe Premiere where we edit it and clip it up. And then after that, after publishing it and rendering it out, we usually throw it onto YouTube, upload it on private, and then go and make a thumbnail according to that video. I hope this video helped some of you out on how to really start out recording and some of the workflow that you could use and maybe implement into your own videos. If you have any questions, just leave us a comment. And if you want to see something more along these lines, just give us a thumbs up or subscribe. Anything of that sort would help out. Thanks, guys, and see you in the next video.